Hello everyone! Welcome to my exposing video. Join me as I not only expose Misery Media, but also talk about his hypocrisies, his alt accounts, and so much more. Now I want to make one thing very clear. Do not harass any individuals mentioned in the video, even though this video is about exposing Misery Media for his disgusting immoral actions. I heavily condemn those behaviors, and if you go ahead and do it anyways, then you're a loser, plain and simple. Without wasting any of your time, let's hop into the video. So most of you guys know that I have an anti-Misery Media Discord server, right? Well, after he discovered that I had a server dedicated to documenting his behaviors, he went bat-crap insane. I remember when he first made his Discord account in an attempt to raid my server. However, thankfully, I found out it was Misery Media and quickly banned him, and then he made another 3 accounts spamming a not-so-family-friendly image of his OC Mallory in a not-so-family-friendly situation image. I tried to solve the problem, and turns out this guy created the sticker and used it to raid my server, which I have both deleted the sticker and removed everyone's permission to create stickers. However, he wasn't done yet. He created almost 20 accounts, and in one of those accounts he aggressively spammed the N-word and corn sites link and saying the most out-of-pocket stuff in both my DMs and tax fraudsters. Here's the proof. However, it seems like he finally gave up on it because he's had an email crisis, whatever that's supposed to mean. He also begged me in one of my comment section to delete the server, which I'm not doing. He can cope and seethe instead. Moving on to the next part. If you guys know anything about Misery Media, then you'd know that his top excuses when confronted is that his haters or ops are alts, when ironically enough he has currently 2 alt accounts still active to this day. Here's the screenshots of him saying the most out-of-pocket stuff in his alts. Now, if you noticed anything here, then you know that Misery Media, for whatever reason, is impersonating me. I don't know what could have possibly motivated him to do that, but it's probably to cope with the fact that he has a non-existent fan base. And oh, let's not forget the time where he straight up uploaded pornographic fetish video on this account. Yay, crazy shit. But thankfully, the video has now been taken down. But the fact that this guy really has the audacity to call other people alts when he literally has 2 alt accounts is crazy work. Anyways, he had one more alt account impersonating me before he changed both the username and the profile picture. His username is now Census2, and he's acting like he didn't impersonate me when he literally did. Here's the screenshot before he changed his username and profile picture. And, yay, he's out here acting like in his Census2 alt account that he didn't impersonate me when it's obvious to anyone with an IQ of an orange peel that he did. This guy also has one more alt account that I would like to go on. Now, if you compare the Mace account's art style to Misery Media's art style, then you'd know that it is 100% owned by Misery Media. I mean, just look at the art styles and tell me they don't look the same. This guy is the peak definition of hypocrisy. Now, there's so much statements made by Misery Media that is contradiction after contradiction. However, you already get the point. So let's move on to the next part. This part is really short, but if you go to his channel and in his community post, then you will find out that Misery Media has an unhealthy parasocial relationship with a music artist named Fentanyl. Now, I forgot to mention this in my first part, but this guy also spammed the tiny URL link of him having the femtanil corn images. Not sure what he's doing with it. Probably gooning to it, but here's the screenshots of him obsessing over femtanil. And yay, this guy really loves femtanil. Moving on to the next part. Please, whatever you do not check some of his videos. You will regret it. Basically, some of his videos are straight up NSFW and really questionable stuff in it.
Unfortunately, I can't use the Adam voice in 11 Labs because I used all my credits, but you get the point here. Yet content is that unhinged. Also, in one of his videos called Object Misery, one of his characters is straight up a swastika and a penis like, dude, what could have possibly motivated you to create those characters? If you don't believe me, go check it out for yourself. Though be warned, the video is corny. And also, he literally created a video where a fentanyl or her character token gets hanged. This guy cannot be for real. Moving on to the next part now. Trust me when I say this Misery Media is an absolute idiot. I genuinely mean it. That thing's attempt at insulting anything is straight ass cheeks, and it's so bad you will wonder how that thing's thought process works. And please be warned, what I'm about to show on the screen is genuinely so corny, you will physically cringe from simply observing the screenshots. There's so many instances of this cornball unironically saying the worst insults possible known to mankind. But let's move to the next part. Apologies if this part was really short. Unfortunately, I don't have proof, but I heard that he posted CP, and the first claim to back it up is that in his now deleted video, where he grounds grounding countries, he said in the description of the video that he did not post CP. But he said it in such a way that it will convince anyone he posted CP, and whenever you confront him about it, he will be super defensive, and that is enough to prove to me that he indeed posted CP. Here's a screenshot of a random user testifying that he indeed posted it. I know this isn't related to it, but the fact that this guy is 13 and he made a fetish art on someone and had an account called Raping Countries is just diabolical. Misery is a perfect example of giving a child unsupervised internet access. Anyway, let's hop on to the next part. Oh boy, this part is really juicy. Anyway, as if that wasn't obvious enough, this guy is really immature. In fact, he's both immature and so egotistical that if you dare criticize him, he will put your video in his raged videos playlist and whine like a sensitive little snowflake, which is basically his coping mechanism, and is proof that he's a pissy little baby that can't handle even an ounce of criticism. Here is his dumbass playlist. And if you're watching this Misery Media, go put in your playlist, I do not give a shit, but it still won't change the fact that you are a weird-ass little kid that posted CP, posted pornographic fetish video on your alt account. And so many disgusting things. Moving on to the next part. For God knows what reason, this guy randomly attacks user that either didn't do nothing to him or just don't like him at all. And like I said, if you criticize him, he will come after you. because he's a sensitive snowflake that cannot handle even an ounce of criticism. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the screenshots, but what I can say is that if you don't like him, you side with me, or just criticize him, he will come after you. That's how sensitive he is. Someone once made an ironic joke of them grounding misery media. Now we all know that an ironic or satirical joke like that as well. A joke, right? Well, considering it's misery media we're talking about, he took it personally. This guy got so butthurt over an ironic grounding threat that he decided to make an entire community post bitching and whining over some random person making an obvious satirical joke. If that alone doesn't convince you that misery media is a dumbass little kid, then I don't know what will. Next part. As if it isn't very obvious that this guy is a master gooner, this guy really made some weird community posts. And, yeah, I don't need to explain what the hell those community posts are. Be warned, some of them are insanely corny too. Now that I'm finally done talking about misery media, let's now talk about some of his haters and how they aren't any better. They're bad, if not just as worse as misery media. Let's go talk about them, shall we? Now, if you don't know who Harry is, he once deadass revealed his mother's email address in a community post. Just look at this. He was also exposed for doing weird shit despite being 8 years old. Yes, you heard that right. 8 freaking years old. The fact that it's an 8-year-old saying this, and considering he drew weird art of someone, that makes it even more weirder. Now let's talk about the next hater. If you don't know who Robbie is, he's basically a hater of misery media, but he is no better. In fact, he might possibly be worse than misery media. Taking a look at his community posts isn't a great idea. Here's his weird-ass community posts that Robbie made. Trust me, this is only the surface of the iceberg, but you already get the point. This guy is weird as hell. Moving on. Now, this is an imposter of misery media. And you already know the magic words. He's no better than misery media. He straight up shared porn on his community post. Here's the screenshot. And also he beefed with Misery Media 75, and Misery Media asked him if Rayster, aka me, is his main channel. This dumbass had the audacity to say yes. Here's the proof. Hello viewer, if you watched till the end, I just wanted to say that thank you very much for watching this video. It was certainly a very wild trip, but hey, we made it back home. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time.